Oh, hello. I'm Dr. Kenneth Noisewater, renowned psychologist and Scientologist. I'm doing a case study right now for Cambridge University on a man called Spaceship. Spaceship has attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, although Spaceship has super ADHD, which is only documented in 0.01%, which is 100 million people in the world.
Hello again, I'm Dr. Kenneth Noisewater. I'm going to explain to you some things about ADHD. There are three patterns of behavior that indicate ADHD. The first one is inattention. Children who are inattentive have a hard time keeping their minds on any one thing and may get bored with the task only after a few minutes. But if they are doing something they really enjoy, in the case of Spaceship, wow, they may have no trouble focusing on it at all. The next sign is hyperactivity. Children always seem to be on the go, or constantly in motion. They dash around touching or playing with whatever is in sight or talk incessantly. Sitting still at dinner during a school lesson or story can be a difficult task. They squirm and fidget in their seats or roam around the room. And the third sign is impulsivism. Children seem to be unable to curb their immediate reaction or think before they act. They will often blurt out inappropriate comments, display their emotions without restraint, and act without regard for the later consequences of their conduct. Thank you.
Okay, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is characterized by inattentiveness, superb energy. Wait, you can see he's engaging in activities that. What's he doing? Dear God.
You got this.
This has never been before. This has never been before documented on camera. This is the first documented case of super ADHD. Where's he going? I don't think he sees us. We're good. Just be super quiet. Where did that sword come from? Uh-oh. 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 He's found a crutch. What's he doing? Are you getting this? Mother of God. This is extremely intriguing. As you know, we are following the subject Spaceship right now. I'm sorry I can't walk fast. I was injured in Vietnam. I served with John Kerry. You know, he got 3 Purple Hearts. I think he believes he has wings. He's coming this way. Just remain absolutely still. He cannot see us.
Airplane.
He found us! Grab him! Spaceship. Calm down. Would you like another Valiant Spaceship? Yes. Okay.
Oh, good morning. I'm here to talk to you about some of the causes of ADHD, which have been recently outlaid in several case studies. The first one is environmental agents. Studies have shown a possible correlation between the use of cigarettes and alcohol during pregnancy and risk for ADHD. I didn't know that. Brain injury. One early theory was that attention deficit disorders were caused by brain injury. Some children who have suffered accidents leading to brain injury may show some signs of behavior similar to that of ADHD, but only a small percentage of children with ADHD have been found to have suffered traumatic brain injury. Food additives and sugar. It has been suggested that attention disorders are caused by refined sugar or food additives, where the symptoms of ADHD are exacerbated by sugar or food additives. Genetics. Attention disorders often run in families, so there are likely to be genetic influences. Studies indicate that 25% of the close relatives in the families of ADHD children also have ADHD, whereas the rate is about 5% in the general population. Thank you.
What are you doing, Spaceship?
I am building a rocket ship.
Okay, Spaceship. Right now, Spaceship is on every single ADHD medication known to man. He has 5 Valium in him at this moment. He pops through them like Skittles. Spaceship, where are you going?
In the moon.
How's it going, Spaceship?
Are you almost there, Spaceship?
I think he believes he's on the moon right now. Just back off so he can't see us. As long as we move, he can't see us. It's like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Spaceship, I think it's time you come back to Earth. Spaceship. Where are you going, Spaceship? As I'll remind you again, this is the first documented case of super ADHD ever. As you can see, he believes he's on the moon right now. Maybe due to the lethal This may be due to the lethal combination of drugs in his system at the moment. Be absolutely still and he cannot see us. Spaceship, are you back yet? Shh, get this.
explore long years in space.
There's a trip to the moon spaceship.
The moon looks a lot like Earth.
Does it? I thought so.
Oh, good afternoon again. As you know, I'm Dr. Kenneth Noisewater, renowned psychologist and Scientologist. I know Tom Cruise. He's a little on the gay side. But otherwise, ADHD. This is the worst case I have seen in my entire career. He cannot pay attention to anything. He cannot stick to a subject for more than 3 minutes, except for World of Warcraft. That's another time. As you see, he's lounging right now. This is very different. I don't know if I can do this. There's so much more. I just can't do it anymore. I just can't. Oh, hello again. I'm Dr. Kenneth Noisewater. I'm here to talk to you about some conditions that go along with ADHD. One of them is dyslexia. It's a type of reading disorder, and it's quite widespread. Reading disabled, and it affects up to 8% of elementary school children. There's Tourette's syndrome. A very small proportion of people with ADHD have a neurological disorder called Tourette's syndrome. People with Tourette's syndrome have various nervous tics and repetitive mannerisms, such as eye blinks, facial twitches, or going to the moon. Oppositional defiant disorder. As many as 1/3 to 1/2 of all children with ADHD, mostly boys, have another condition known as oppositional defiant disorder. These children are often defiant, stubborn, non-compliant, and have outbursts of temper or become belligerent. They argue with adults and refuse to obey. Like Starship.
Spaceship.
Spaceship.
Just put that in there. Alright, I'm leaving it in there.
Conduct
You're just
disorder.
gonna believe it.
About 20 to 40% of ADHD children may eventually develop conduct disorder, CD, a more serious pattern of antisocial behavior. These children frequently lie, steal, or fight or bully with others. They are realistic of getting into trouble at school or with the police. They violate the basic right of other people and are aggressive towards people and or animals. Anxiety and depression. Some children with ADHD often have co-occurring anxiety or depression. If the anxiety or depression is recognized and treated, the children will be better able to handle these problems and that accompany ADHD. Or bipolar disorder. There is no accurate statistics on how many children with ADHD also have bipolar disorder. Differentiating between ADHD and bipolar disorders in childhood can be difficult. In its classic form, bipolar disorder is characterized by mood cycling between periods of intense highs and lows. But in children, bipolar disorder seems to often be rather chronic mood dysregulation with a mixture of elation, depression, and irritability. I'm out. Spaceship. Do you enjoy taking your medication? No? Does it help you concentrate on things, Spaceship? Spaceship, without your medication, do you think you can concentrate on anything? Spaceship. Spaceship. Without your medication, do you think you can concentrate on anything? Can you? Right. The spaceship. Stick. Spaceship, where are you going?
To the moon.